Hi guys, my name is Dallas. I'm with Lori Hamilton's Dog Training. I wanted to give a quick demo on how to use the Ecollar Technologies Mini Educator. It's the et-300. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to turn on the remote. So there's a button in the back. I'm going to click and hold it. The screen's going to turn on. Now I've got the remote on. Now how I turn on the collar is there's this red dot by the screen and there's also a red dot on the remote. I'm going to link those together. And there's going to be a green light that goes on. I like to check and make sure it's on. It'll blink repeatedly so I know it's on. Now how I work the remote is there's a couple different functions on it. The first thing, the main button that I always use is this button right here. It's the black S button. Every time I click this, it's going to send a page to the remote or to the collar. So I can nick it myself or I can click and hold. Now there's two different functions on the Mini Educator. There's a momentary and a continuous. I train always with continuous. You can see that on this dial there's a C on it. I can toggle from momentary to continuous by this button right here. I'm going to click it and you see a C on it right now. Now you see M and C, which means that this button will be, I believe, continuous, and this button is momentary. I'm not sure, I never use this function. And then I can hit it one more time, it'll just be momentary, and then I keep it always on C. And that means that this black button is going to send, so right now the dial is set at 5, it's going to send 5 to the collar as long as I'm hitting it. I can make it momentary by just clicking it really quick. Now what the red button is, this is a cool function with this, is it's a boost. And you can program the boost to be anything. It comes at, it levels up 5 from whatever the dial says. So if it says 5 right now, I can click it and it's going to bump it to 10 more, which would be 10. Now the other function that's cool about this Ecollar is it's got a vibrate option. I rarely use the vibrate option. Typically the dogs that I'm working work lower levels, but if you wanted to use it, it would be this button right here that has a T on it. And I don't know if you can hear that, but the collar is vibrating when you hit that. Now how to change the level on the Ecollar is this button right here, or this dial. I'll turn it and it turns. Now I can lock the dial, so let's say I wanted to lock it at 46. I can click and hold the dial. Now how I know it's not locked is the 1D above the number is not blinking. That means it's locked. So as much as I turn this, it's going to stay there. Now I can click and hold it, and wherever the dial was turned, it'll set for that. So right now it's set at 24 and I can turn it as I want. Now I do not like the lanyard that comes with it. I like to clip my e-collars with a carabiner. I'll clip it with a carabiner and then I'll put a key ring on the e-collar. It makes it really nice. I can hook it to myself when I'm not really using it. It's just there, but I've got it if I need it. And the last function that this has, it's got a flashlight on the collar, which is pretty cool if you take your dogs out off leash at night or whatever. So I'm going to click and just tap the on and off switch button. And by clicking it once, it's going to blink every 5 seconds with the flash. I can click it one more time and it's going to hold the flash. This is cool. I've used it rarely, but it is a nice feature that they offer. Alrighty, I hope you guys have a good day. If you have any questions, you can contact me, Dallas Hamilton, either personally or with my business page, Lori Hamilton's Dog Training. Have a good day, guys.